Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General Yohana's putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheraton in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, sending curses to them enemies.
Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it, you converted, this is not for you. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it, you converted, this is not for you. Handle lights and teddy bears, I'm trying to leave your block romantic. Flicking off the hip, I lead a scene, looking like I'm dancing. Ain't one Westworld, best believe, we not gon' stamp it. Titties on a drum, the stick figure looking outstanding. Rip his top with the hands of the Lord, call that God tear. Send a spear right to the sky and watch his front tear. I'm that nigga cause I run with them niggas, so let's get that clear. Don't question who say I'm the GOAT, I tell them God did. In order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. To me that's suicide, of course I sound cocky to a glizzy eater, fuck your pride. Don't need a horoscope to see I'm a star, so fuck your sign. You can believe in anything you want, but as for me and mine, God mode, I am what I am, so let's just keep in mind. Don't wanna be like Yaya Kyrie, they wanna be like I. She said she lost until she found me, and then she found a tribe, and then I make a bout face until she called me out of wine. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it, you converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for it. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it, you converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for it. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problems, and I'm standing behind you. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the towel. Half moon with a silencer, make it sound like a howl. We the shit, we about movements with a growl. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga. I'm an Israelite rapper, nigga. Would never hit his wife, but I'll go at you. I make commitments to a gun if I'm talking about a tantrums. Nigga said he a stand-up dude, that mean we laughing, nigga. Jumped on the beat, start snapping, you leaving fractures. Red and green bean, I'm Gucci, you thinking fashion. Dad go shoot for the green, and I ain't talking St. Patrick. You screaming all lives, I'm screaming all guns matter. Keep it biblical, talking in parables, cause it matter. If I say bring Jake up, I'm talking about a ladder. He was the wave till I came with the fire, no John the Baptist. Who cared you did it first? You should be worried about who after. I'm connected in any habitat, shit I adapted. Nose job on a brand new snub is all plastic. That's why I show up the court with jeans on, I'm never slacking. You a rapper turned Israelite, I'm an Israelite rapping. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it, you converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for it. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. Weapons of our warfare is not carnal, I was born in it, you converted, this is not for you. Leave an imprint of my legacy with a spot for it. No way you can endure to the end if you not loyal. All time, no questions asked, we come and find you. His problems, my problem. Stepping with style, I'm standing on shit in my product. I take on the crowd, tell them all, throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Heavy is the head with the crown, when I take it I'm proud. I get the order, bring my sword back wet with a smile, nigga.
Black roll.
West word sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. That's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home and change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life.
Don't have messed up, no. Bad news, fit to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any more. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking note. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UBK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we hold guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. Told that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war.
Shalom, Israel. This is the Israel School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commander General Hunter. I'm Officer Ron, here with my brother, Officer Ron, man. It's the Tuesday night biblical law class. We're about to dive into these precepts, man, and get into some of the topics that's going on in the earth today. So much wickedness and so much craziness is going on in the earth, man, because our people don't know, one, they don't know who they are. Two, you're trying to love another nation and follow up behind them. You know, $1 million question that can be applied to the whole conversation is, what you think is more important in this life right now today, man? Following the laws of this world and society, or following the laws of the Most High? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying they love the Lord. Everybody's saying that they are Christians and all this other stuff. And I mean, it's basically you following the world if you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's a matter of life and death at this point in this time. And the reason why we say that is because there's so much wickedness is going on. America got everybody thinking that you got free will to just go in there to do what you want to do. You could just live how you want to live. You can eat how you want to eat. You know, you could just, you basically, you belong to yourself. It's your body, and you could just do what you want to do. And that's not according to the Bible. That's not true, man. Yeah, right. You know, one thing that I seen today on Facebook was the young lady named Brat. You know what I'm saying? She's pregnant. She's with child right now. And I think everybody that follow hip hop know that this woman is a lesbian. And she got a wife. And they expecting a child. And I was noticing how everyone in the hip hop community is congratulating this couple for being married, for getting ready to have this baby, which though scientifically that's absolutely impossible. You know what I'm saying? They done got the seed of a man implanted into the brat, and she's pregnant right now. And now everybody congratulating them. And what the brother brought out earlier is the fact that she hate men so much that she don't want to have a husband. She got a whole wife or another woman. She's sleeping with another woman, but she playing. Well, I mean, it's confusion, basically.
It's definitely confusion.
Yeah.
She don't know if she want to be the woman. Do she want to be the man? If she wanted to be the man, then would she be having a baby? But of course, I think the other girl, she wasn't able to have a baby. So it's just that's a whole big thing of confusion.
And what the sad part about the whole situation is that's not something that you can congratulate, man. That's an abomination to the Most High. Yeah, not the fact that it's a baby coming into the earth, but the fact that it's two women that call themselves husband and wife, or whatever their title is, but it's two women and they lesbians, and that's a sin against the Most High. That's a sin for two men to be together, or it's a sin for two women to be together. You know what I'm saying? But according to the earth, everybody congratulating and they think that's just a beautiful thing that's happening. You know what I'm saying? You got things like these UFOs and stuff study being America done shot down so-called UFOs, unidentified objects, but we know they're not actual UFOs of the Most High. We know that. I know that for a fact. I don't know what kind of objects they are. One was a balloon from China, whatever the case may be. but it has been some sightings of UFOs that they have talked about that they have not shot down, which is those angels from the Most High. We got wars, rumors of wars. We got China and America and Ukraine and North Korea and Russia and all these places, man, they starting to really bump heads. You just had this United States president over there in Ukraine, and I heard a comment talking about they feel good because the big boss is here, knowing that they're going to have some support. America started pouring billions and billions of dollars into this war and sending military weapons and tanks and stuff over here, and China ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? You say something else?
Well, I was just gonna bring up the fact that Vladimir Putin was talking about, he denounced the treaty. They had one treaty, one last standing treaty, nuclear war treaty or nuclear warhead treaty that he just denounced. He said, "Hey, I'm cutting that too." You say because he feel like that America is going to help Ukraine and all of the UN is going to help out Ukraine to have the fall of Russia. But he said, if y'all go do that, then you know what I'm saying. Well, it's time to bring out the big guns. So now you seeing that all these treaties with these with all these nuclear weapons and all. This is the book of Revelation coming to life right now. Face, that now you start to get the nuclear weapons back on the table. Now if they nuclear weapons on the table, now guess who else? Now there's gonna be the other people. So this is basically like I was just saying, Revelation just right before your eyes. And if you ain't in the truth, man, I feel sorry for you because we've been talking about since 1969 and since I've been in this school and everything that's happened that Commander Junior Honda and all the men above we've been talking about, it has been coming to fruition. So.
Exactly. And then it was heavy about what the brother bringing out. America has been known to drop nuclear bombs in the past. They did it in Hiroshima to them Japanese, man, and put flames on them people over there. And the thing is, when they dropped them bombs over there, that killed men, women, and children. You know what I'm saying? And you got to realize, man, these people, these countries that have these nuclear missiles, they're not just sitting on these things just to be holding them.
Right.
You got to know that sooner than later, these bombs are going to start dropping. And if you're not following these laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and you following the world, you're going to be caught up in the middle of that stuff, man. Seriously. It's time for God's people to wake up, open your eyes, take your spirit up out of America, man, because America's about to go into World War III. And America is going to be destroyed, man, in the midst of all of this chaos and confusion. And even before that, it's finna get even worse. Mayhem and destruction finna be in these streets. You know what I'm saying? People studying murder, dying, and it's almost like it's getting close to anarchy, man, in these streets. Our young man is just doing some absolutely crazy stuff. It was a video on the Facebook where this young man, he attacked this off-duty female police officer. And he was fighting her like crazy, trying to rob her or take something from her. And she ended up, they talking to one another. He talking crazy to her, and she telling him what she gonna do. And she shot him a few times. Now he talking about I don't want to die, baby, and all this stuff. But this lady putting caps in him now. He passed away. It's like it's just getting to a point where it's not safe for the sisters to be in the streets no more. You got young men walking around here that'll do it. It's young men walking around here. I saw a video a couple months ago where these two young men ran up on this lady, and she had to be every bit of 75 or 76. They took her purse, they took her groceries, and then before they left, they reached up there and took the lady glasses off her face, man. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the old ain't safe, the young ain't safe. These streets are terrible, and it's all because of Christianity, Islam, and things of that nature. Ain't nobody following these law, statutes, commandments. Everybody getting high. Everybody just doing what they want to do, man. But the Lord is sending these spirits to this place. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get on into these precepts and stop talking so much, man. And what I want to do, I want to go to Matthew 24:4 right fast. Okay. That's what I want to do. When you get there, go ahead and read it. Matthew 24:4.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you.
The Bible said, take heed that no man deceive you, man. If people think it's a way to seem right to you, but it's not. You know, you think you're safe by going to these churches every Sunday, and y'all sitting in these churches singing hallelujah, shouting, jumping up and down, praising and rolling and doing all this crap in these churches, man, and ain't a damn thing changing in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been over 60, just say it's been over 60 some years now where people been marching, voting, praying, and everything else. And it's steady getting worse and worse and worse in the black community, man. Seriously. I mean, these churches is failing God's people dramatically in a way where it's scary as hell. You know what I'm saying? You got people that call themselves got a relationship with the Most High, man, and how you can't have a relationship with the Lord and love the world at the same time. That's in the Bible, man. It says you can't have two masters, man. You cannot love the world and don't want to let go of the world, but at the same time you don't want to obey the law, statutes, commandments. Our question tonight is what do you think is more important? The laws of the laws that our oppressors is making and putting out here on us, or the laws of the Most High? Go ahead, read.
Come. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
And it's many, man. There's so many pastors acting like they been sent by the Most High and they self-appointed. I mean, it's thousands of pastors. They call them wolves in sheep clothing, greedy dogs. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about God's people, man. All they care about is wealth, fame, power, stuff like that. Read.
Okay. And shall deceive many.
And many, and when they say deceive many, the people that's following Christianity, that's a lot of people following Christianity. It's a lot of people following Islam. But it's not a lot of people following that narrow road, following these law, statutes, commandments. It's not as many as it is as far as Catholic Church, the Christian Church, Islam, and all these other so-called religions and things of that nature, man. Ain't nobody following these law, statutes, commandments out of nothing we just named. Go ahead,
Come. That's so, if I may, that's so heavy what you bringing out with that, because you look at like the Christian Church. Your grandmother, your auntie, your sister's been in the Christian Church for the last 30, 40 years, praying for prosperity and praying to get out the ghetto and praying for their little cousin Pookie to stop doing drugs. Right. And it never happened, because that lets you know the Lord ain't in the church. Only time I ever seen change in my entire 37, 38 years of living is when I came to UPK. My life changed when I came here. I seen the difference. I seen everything. The one thing I got when I got here is everything that the man above me said was gonna happen happened. Every single thing. He said your family gonna go against you. They wanted to get it. Wasn't they didn't have to lie to get me in here. Right. They told the truth to get me in here. And now, I understand, why all of that happened, because the Bible said it was gonna happen. But you go into a Christian church, they gonna lie to you until they're gonna lie and tell you you're gonna get prosperity until you broke. Right. And that's the crazy part. Yeah. They lie to tell you you're gonna get prosperity until you no longer have money. And that's the way the church deceives you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one way. And then you be around people, they tell about when a loved one passed away. Oh, I know they looking over me. The church is just full of demons, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, they lie about everything, man. I really have to be honest with you. If your grandma passed away, or your son, or your uncle, or whoever, once they pass away, according to the Bible, the dead don't know nothing. The dead don't know. Ain't nobody looking over you, man. And then you got to think, if they was looking over you, they'd probably be heartbroken looking at all the stuff that we have to go through down here. And the Lord ain't gonna do nobody like that, man. The dead don't know anything. So, when I hear people say that now, man, I don't say nothing, because I know how people get sensitive about that type of stuff. But the dead don't know nothing. Ain't nobody looking over you, man. Go ahead, read.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You shall what?
Hear of wars and rumors of wars.
And that's what every single day on the news. That's all we're hearing about wars, rumors of wars. We're hearing about wars in these streets. We're hearing about wars against these different nations of people, like the blacks against the whites. Mm-hmm. Everybody against us. Mm-hmm. Chinese against us, the whites against us, the Africans against us. Every Arabs, every race of people on the goddamn slacking. Every race of people on the planet is against black people, man. Mm-hmm. They all they saturated in our communities because of these pastors and these politicians, which are people you cannot trust. Our people are giving up like I don't know what right now to vote for the mayoral election. And a couple more years, they're gonna be right back on this presidential election. And ain't nothing in 60 or 65 years, you have not seen a change. It's no difference in the black community, man. Matter of fact, our communities are getting worse and worse. Worse and worse as far as the geographics of it. You got other races moving into our communities, man. Our oppressors, everybody moving into our communities and pushing us out. And that's because we don't know who we are. We don't stick together. You know, we're not following these law, statutes, commandments. And the crazy thing is, you have to realize the Lord is behind everything that's going on this earth. God is not an all-loving God, man. God is not about all love. God is sick and tired of our nonsense. Since you want to follow the ways of the world, the Lord is sending angels to the earth to punish us. The Lord, when you see these earthquakes, the brother just got to bring it out, man. That earthquake what number they at now?
I can look it up, but
yeah, because
it's
a big one.
It's past 40,000 people.
Exactly.
I think they called off the search, and they said they called off the search, and this people you can still hear people underneath all the rubble yelling for help, and they had to call a search off because it's just not enough manpower to do it.
And then what's so cool about that? Yesterday, while they was the what they call the reporters and stuff reporting on the stuff, they got a bad tremor at that time. You know what I'm saying? Man, the Lord is not playing with us, man. The Lord is not playing with nobody no more. The Most High is preparing to come back. Yahushua waiting on his dad to tell him the man he can come back. And if you think I'm lying, man, I tell you what, let's jump over to Psalms 78 and start at 49 right fast. The Lord sending angels of destruction and angels of death to the earth to cause all kinds of sicknesses, pestilence, famine, and disease, earthquakes, wars, rumors of wars. The Most High is behind all of this stuff. Ain't none of this stuff by chance. These are prophecies that's in the Bible. The Lord said got to come to pass, but don't even worry about it because the end is not yet there. But I'm gonna bring out a couple of precepts showing you that the Lord is behind this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? God is not all loving God. The Bible said the Lord is a man of war, and He's not all love, man. The Lord is not playing right now, and we in the end days. We ain't got too much more longer to go. Grace is about to run out. You got 78, start at 49.
This book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger.
The Lord is casting upon the earth and the people the fierceness of his anger, man. We seeing the anger. When you see tornadoes hitting touchdown, killing people, you see tearing up whole communities, you see tsunamis. You know, you seeing pestilence like this, the virus that we just got through dealing with for the last 4 or 5 years so far, and it's still here. You know what I'm saying? You see AIDS because people want to have sex with the same sex, and all the cancer and all these different things that's happening in this earth, man. The Lord is sending these plagues and sicknesses and different things to this planet upon everybody, and more so this stuff is towards the 12 tribes of Israel because of our disobedience. Start at the top and read that again for me.
Verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger.
We're seeing the fierce of the Lord's anger upon us right now because we are stiff-necked people and won't turn back to these law, statutes, commandments. Read.
Wrath and indignation.
Wrath and indignation, man. The wrath of God and indignation, man, is that we suffering the way we're suffering and going through what we're going through. The cost of living is getting the cost of living done got out of hand in this earth. Man, you go to a grocery store and you can spend, man, you can spend $300 cash, and I promise you, your buggy don't even be hardly halfway full.
I know that.
You know what I'm saying? It don't even look like it. But when you go to running that stuff across that register and ringing it in, man, you're not getting your money worth. And they slowly creeping the prices up. Go ahead, read.
And trouble by sending evil angels among them.
By what?
By sending evil angels among them.
The Lord is sick and tired of us being not turning back to Him. And since we're choosing to serve other gods, you want to go to the Christian church. You ain't serving the Most High when you go to a Christian church, man. You're serving the same God that the KKK serve. You're serving the same God that your oppressors serving. That's what you're doing, man. You're going again. You're serving gods that you shouldn't be praying to. You know what I'm saying? And that's bad, man. You can't even go. Black people ain't supposed to be in no doggone Islam, man, praying to no Allah. You ain't supposed to be in no Catholic church bowing down to no doggone Virgin Mary. None of that. Ain't none of that for us, man. Go ahead, read.
Okay. All right. Verse 50. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their souls from death.
The Lord is not sparing us, man. Our kids is down like I don't know what in these streets. You know what I'm saying? That's because they following this crazy music, this rap music and stuff, man. Got our young women just out here dressing like straight whores. Got our young men walking around here looking like effeminate young men with their pants, all they draw, they go buy yellow drawers and put on some pants and have everything shown. You know, come on, man. It ain't nothing for a young man to put on some pants and have his pants way down below his butt with no shirt on. Or if he got on the shirt, it might be a wife beater. You know, and with these skinny jeans on, man. Our young women, they dressing so scantily, man. They putting on clothes, man, showing all their goodies, man. These short dresses or low crop tops and all this other stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And doing a terrible job of raising the children. Go ahead, read.
But gave their life over to the pestilence.
And the pestilence, man, that's going on in this earth right now, man. We are suffering right now as a nation of people in America. We live in one of the most wealthiest countries on the face of the earth. And you got so many homeless people. You got people that's sick, people that can't afford medical insurance. You know what I'm saying? People need medicines, and these medicines is costing an arm and a leg. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is sending all these plagues and stuff to this place, man. The Lord is not playing with us once again, like we're telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that and go to Romans 8 and start at 5. You know what I'm saying? You want to, instead of serving the Most High, you want to be friends with the world. You want to serve the world. You want to do what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why our people dying the way they dying, man.
That's right.
Because you don't want to serve the Most High. You don't want to stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, and alligator, and shark, and all these other foods that, according to the Bible, we're not supposed to be consuming, man. You want to eat everything and do everything against the Most High. America is geared and against the Lord. America, everything about America is against God. The America do not love Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who everybody knows Jesus Christ. Yeah, right. They don't, man. They crucified him. They knelt him to the cross. They beat him, spat on him, tortured him, and then knelt him to the cross, man. You know what I'm saying? These same people that's here today, these same spirits, man, the Pharisees and the Sadducees. And if the Lord was here right now today, they'll repeat it, man. They'll do it again, man, because of what he teaches. And we ain't doing nothing but regurgitating what the Most High said. So, and we hate it. When our brothers, when we go out to camp and get on the mics and tell God's people that turn back to these laws, statutes, commandments, man, we are under attack. We are under attack, man, because don't nobody want to hear the truth. Everybody want to hear smooth words. You want us to tell you that, oh, it's okay to be LGBT or LGBTQ member, queer, or whatever the case may be. You want us to tell you that's okay. That ain't got nothing to do with me, but you can do what you want to do. Right. Well, check this out. I'm tired of America trying to shove that crap down my throat. I'm sick. I can't watch television. It's damn near everything that you watch now. They got to eject that queer stuff down on the television. And almost in every single thing that you watch, man, it's all in that. It's saturated all in the music. You know what I'm saying? This music is all they talk about is niggas, murder, sleeping with somebody's wife, or this award thing that you just had a week or two ago was a complete abomination against the Most High, man. That was one of the most demonic music awards I had ever witnessed in my life. You know what I'm saying? You got people like Beyonce and them, they study making music geared towards these the LGBTQ movement and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy as hell, man. America's going to be utterly destroyed at the hand of the Most High. God's going to continually and even more so send angels to destroy this place. America is slowly decaying, man, because of its wickedness and its sins, man. Let's Romans chapter 8 and 5. And you get ready to read it.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
The Bible said, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. If you're a fleshly person, you cool with getting high. You cool with going out sleeping with another man's wife. You cool with selling your brother's drugs and stuff, gang banging, killing and murdering. You cool with being friends with a LGBT movement person. You know what I'm saying? You cool with all of that. You cool with eating anything, knowing that if you run across me, one of the brothers in the Isupk, we tell you you shouldn't eat that. The first thing a Christian will say, yeah, I know that, but they ain't gonna stop eating it though. They'll keep eating it. You know what I mean?
God know my heart.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, God know my heart. Ain't that something?
I'm trying.
Yeah, right. Not hard enough. Now, it ain't that hard because we doing it. It ain't that hard, man. You can come into the school and fight them demons off. So you'll be saved when the Lord come back. Because if you don't, man, I'm telling you, a lot of people are about to die in their sins, not listening and not following these laws, statutes, commandments. A lot of people, a lot of our relatives is about to suffer. A lot of people in this earth is about to suffer because of these precepts we're reading right now. Go ahead and read.
But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. And
if you after the flesh, you're gonna do mind the things of the flesh. But if you're after the spirit, you're gonna do the things of the spirit, man. And the only way you know that you're following the things of the spirit is you following these laws, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
You're gonna make a choice. You're gonna follow the laws, statutes, commandments, or you're gonna follow the world. You're gonna do what the world wants you to do. Go ahead, read.
Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death.
To be what?
Carnally minded is death.
So if you think it's okay for two women to get together and get be lovers, or you think it's okay for two men to get together and be lovers, or if you think that it's okay to just do whatever you think you want to do, man, that's carnal minded. And that's death, man. That is death. According to the Bible, Romans 6:23 said, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahweh Mashiach, who everybody knows Jesus Christ. You cannot serve two masters. You're either going to serve the Most High, or you're gonna die with this earth. You're gonna die with this world, and it's coming real soon. You know, it's not gonna be like some movie that you're watching on TV, and you see stuff coming, and you know, at the end of all hell breaking out. At the end, some kind of way, everybody gonna be okay. That's not how it's gonna be. When the Lord come back, the Lord is going to utterly destroy North America to the point where there will never ever be no more life on this side of the earth. God is going to destroy this place. He's going to tear down everything, man. And whoever not serving the Most High by in righteousness and in truth and not following these laws, statutes, commandments, you're going to get left behind when the Lord come back. You're going to get left behind, and when them bombs start falling and your damn skin start peeling off your damn body, and your tongue gonna cleave, your tongue gonna melt to the roof of your mouth, your eyes gonna melt at the sockets. You're going to die from radiation. If you're lucky, you're going to die from radiation. You're going to die because that's what's about to happen, man. America's about to go into World War III. And if you want to be saved, you better put your pride to the side and get into school and learn how to shake off them demons, man. Read.
Verse 6. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
And the Bible said to be spiritually minded is life and peace. The only way you can be spiritually minded, man, the only way, it's only one way, and that's to repent You got to repent and change your wicked ways. You got to stop smoking. You got to quit smoking and getting high, taking these mollies and stuff. You got to stop selling drugs. You got to quit gang banging. You got to quit eating anything that you want to eat. All of these things, man. You got to give your life to the Most High by being obedient to the word of God, man. Your sacrifice ain't going to save you, man. The Bible says even your sacrifices are filthy rags in the eyes of the Most High. The only way you're going to be saved is to turn back to these laws, statutes, commandments, and and spiritually follow the Most High. By stop living the kind of life that you live in, man. Read.
Verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God.
The what?
The carnal mind is enmity against God.
The carnal mind think it's okay to be in the LGBTQ movement, man. The carnal man think it's okay to go out and sleep with another man's wife. Or for a woman to go out and cheat on her husband and sleep with another man and come home and think it's okay. That's the carnal man. A carnal man think it's okay to go out here in these streets and just party and live a really wicked life. Just doing what you want to do. You could just go out and eat shrimp. You could keep eating pork. The Bible said don't eat no dog. The Bible said we don't even supposed to touch swine. Black people, for some reason, that is something black people are like, they just can't stop doing. You got to keep eating this pork skins, chitlins, just pork, rib tips, ribs. That's a sin, man. That is a sin, and God hates that. You celebrate these holidays. It's not okay for you to cook ham and turkeys and stuff on Thanksgiving and invite your family over. It ain't okay. According to the Bible, that's not okay, man. No matter how innocent it seems, according to the Bible, that's not okay. And the Bible says if you got a carnal mind, your mind is, read that again.
For verse 7, because the carnal mind is enmity against God.
And if you think it's okay to celebrate your birthday, if you think it's okay to celebrate these holidays, Christmas, all these holidays, man, your mind is carnal against the Most High. You're an enemy of the Most High. The Lord ain't got no relationship with you, man. The Lord ain't listening to your prayers. God, the Bible says God hates sinners, man. That's in the Bible. The Bible says God hates sinners. It ain't no such thing. Christianity will tell you the Lord loved the sinner but hate the sin. That's not in the Bible. Is it not? That ain't in the Bible. Come on, man, read.
God, oh God. For it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be.
Say that again.
For it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be.
The carnal mind is not subject to the laws of God, man. Which means if you ain't in the ISUPK being taught how to apply these laws, statutes, commandments to your life, your mind is not. I don't care how much you've been going to church. Like we say, our people have been going to church since they drug us over here on them boats, man. Them people done beat their Christianity into you, done beat your culture out of you, done beat your own heritage out of you. Now you following up behind these other gods and stuff, thinking you're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go into your church and the pastor come out and sit down in the chair and they go to playing all that music and stuff and get you all into your feelings and stuff, man, and got you feeling all good and stuff. You just can't wait for this pastor to stand up and lie to you. Like that's all he know how to do. Come on, man, stop it, man. People, it's time to wake up. I'm serious. We're blowing the trumpets. We're trying to warn God's people, man. It's time to wake up, man. It's time to take your spirit out of America, because America is going to pay the judgment. These people today are going to pay for what their forefathers did to our forefathers and our foremothers, man. These people have raped, murdered, and robbed us. These people have eaten black people. They have eaten our people. They have sold our children into slavery. They have used our babies for alligator bait. They done hung black men just for the sport of it. Done castrated them. Done raped the women. Everything, man. They done did every damn thing anything a person could sit down at the table and wickedly try to come up with to do to another race of people. These people done did it to us.
Right.
And your pastor telling you to love your enemy. Your pastor telling you you should love America. You want to go and fight for this damn place. Guess what? The hell with their armies, navies, Air Force, Marines. The hell with their pledges. The hell with their flag, man. The hell with this place. Turn back to the Most High. Get into the Israel School of Universal and Practical Knowledge and give yourself back to your own people. Give your loyalty back to the Most High and your own people, man. And take your spirit out of America, because America's about to come to an end abruptly. Read.
Verse 8. Verse 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God.
And if you're in the flesh, you can't please the Most High, man. You walking around here doing whatever feel good to you. You think whatever feel good to you must be okay. And that's a sin. The Lord hate and despise that, man. The Lord is not playing, man, at all. Let's go to it's like Exodus 23 and 32. Okay. It's time for, if you Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, it's time to wake up. You're running out of time. and you done ran out of excuses, because we all over the internets and the airwaves and everything. Everybody, the truth is getting out there. Even through these, we're not affiliated with no other Israelite groups, but the truth is getting out there. The truth is all over the airwaves. People are waking up. Even people that ain't in the truth, they waking up and realizing that these oppressors, man, are monsters. Yeah, right. The North American Indian tried to tell us the white man is the devil. The fork-tongued devil. You know what I'm saying? We've been hearing that all our life. You could, any of your ancestors, if they 70 or better that came from down south, just sit down and talk with them. Majority of the older people that I know, they don't even want them in their house. They can tell you horrific stories that went on down south, man. And they traveled up here. A lot of them people from the south came up here. You got racism at an all-time high right now in Chicago, Illinois. All you got to do is go in the right neighborhoods at the wrong time. That's all you got to do. You'll face it. You'll deal with it. I done experienced it. Elk Grove, Skokie, back in the 80s and stuff like that, man. Them places was racist as all out, man. And people have right now today, you think it's a joke. You know how it's Illinois and a few more other cities where they keep finding young Black men hanging in trees. Talking about some damn suicide. How do you, and no ladders, no chairs, ain't nothing. They just going up in trees hanging themselves. Our oppressors are still killing our people right now today, man. It ain't nothing to see. I'm seeing missing person posters everywhere. Young Black women and Hispanic women coming to just disappearing off the face of the earth. That mark slave trade and all this other stuff, man. Come on, man. Go ahead, read.
23 and 32. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 32. Thou shalt make no covenants with them, nor with their gods.
The Bible said we should not make no covenants with these people, man. Our people don't got no business in a political arena, because it don't have nothing to do with us. I don't care. Right now, you can go all over the city of Chicago. They got them little Democrat and Republican posters all over, from the north side to all four sides of the town. Everybody trying to get somebody to come out to vote for them, man. And for what? Because after the last 60, 65 years, you still ain't seen no change. Jesse Jackson ain't did nothing. What's the Al Sharpton? Martin Luther King definitely was a failure. The Lord wasn't with Martin Luther King at all. Martin Luther King, he marched for non-segregation, and that's one of the biggest reasons why we're in the condition that we're in today.
Right.
Because he wanna love the enemy, and he was a so-called pastor. Now, for him to be what he was claiming to be, he don't know nothing about the word of God, because the Bible said, "Don't join with these people." Read that again.
God says, verse 32: Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their God.
And when you go into these Christian churches and you bowing down in front of that wooden cross, or you bowing down to their gods, man. When you go into the mosques and stuff, and you praying to Allah, when you go into these Catholic churches, getting down on your knees, kissing these old oppressors' hands and praying to the Virgin Mary and all this other stuff, man. All that stuff is idolatry, man. The Lord don't even want our young men and women marrying into certain races. That's a sin in the eyes of God. And when you praying to these other gods, you're praying to the gods of these other races, man. We're the only people on the face of the earth that's been serving the true and living God. And we done turned our back on the Most High. So now he's so pissed off at us that he pouring his wrath down on us to a point where we never seen it before. It ain't even safe to be in the streets no more, man.
Yeah, right.
It ain't. Everybody need to get a damn FOID card and go purchase them a weapon if you can. Everybody do. If you black and you in America, you need to go get you a gun so you can protect yourself and your family, man, because it's getting worse, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. It ain't going to get better. You can quit praying. You can quit wishing. You can quit doing whatever the hell y'all doing in them churches. It's not working. And you see it. It's not working, man. For real. Read.
Psalm verse 33. They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me.
And that's what these other races got us sinning against the Most High, man. You serving their gods, and we sinning against the Most High. And these people done beat their whole. They push their democracy on us. They done push their religion on us. They done push their language on us. You know what I'm saying? They pushing everything that they believe in on us. Now they pushing living an alternative lifestyle on us. They pushing it's okay to get high on us. They're pushing it's okay to eat whatever you want to eat. I mean, everything America do is contrary to the word of the Most High. And we so doggone quick to join in and grasp and let these people come into your churches and stuff and join in with you, and you want to sing kumbaya, having kumbaya moments with all these damn different races and stuff, and that ain't what the Lord want us to do, man. Non-segregation was one of the biggest mistakes black people ever made in their lives. Seriously, man. And we need to wake up and stop that madness. I'm serious. It's time to wake up and stop that foolishness, man. Let's go to Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8 right quick. Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. When you get it, go ahead and read it.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
The Bible said, beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. Man, these pastors have really destroyed God's people with their lies and with their philosophies and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here. Then, not only is the pastors, you got people out here that don't even believe in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like Oprah Winfrey. Every black woman on the face of the earth used to listen to that lady and want to be like her, want to be on her show and talk about people like Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? Every day he want to give you a good word to start the day out with, and he don't know what the hell he talking about. His daughter's one of the biggest whores in Hollywood. He could give you all this doggone relationship advice, but Lori Hardy done been with numerous amounts of young men. Yeah, exactly. Come on, man, stop it, man. All these people are failing God's people, man, but you're gonna be without excuse. You ain't gonna have no excuse because you're hearing the truth. You're hearing the truth, and you know you are. Go to Second Chronicles 7 and 14.
Look at 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face.
The Bible says, if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves. And that's what's wrong. Black people, y'all so proud, man. Y'all think y'all know everything. You think you got the answers. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You know, somebody, you hear the truth and you want to, one of these brothers in the school open up the Bible and go straight to a precept and read it verbatim to you. And they want to tell us that ain't what it means. I mean, come on, man. Stop it. Read.
So God. And pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways.
And what?
And turn from their wicked ways.
And y'all refuse to turn from y'all wicked ways. You refuse to stop celebrating Christmas. You refuse to stop celebrating your birthday. You refuse to stop celebrating all these wicked holidays and stuff. You refuse to come up out of these churches and mosques and synagogues and stuff. You refuse to do all that. You refuse to quit sleeping, keep laying down, sleeping with different people every weekend and getting up and going sleeping with somebody else the following weekend. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters done turned into some of the biggest whores, and we got some of the finest. Man, these sisters know they bad, man. We got some bad, beautiful, smart, intelligent sisters, but they wicked as hell, man, because they think they're in these churches and stuff, and they think they're making the right choice, and they're not. And so many of our sisters today just really believe they don't need no man. You think you don't need no covering over you. According to the Bible, the Father is the head of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who everybody knows Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shah Mashiach is the head of men, and men are the head of the women. That's the natural order of things, man. And if a sister out here and she ain't got no man and she just doing whatever she want to do, sleeping around, you got a horse spirit on you, sister. That's what you got on you. You got a horse spirit on you, and you need to open your eyes, come to the school, and shake that off, and put on some clothes. That's what you need to do. Any more on that one?
Come.
Go ahead.
Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land.
The Lord said, then he will hear from heaven and heal us of our sin, heal our land, and heal us, man. That's why I told you a little while ago, the Bible, according to the Bible, the Lord don't hear the prayers of a sinner, man. That's a lie. Don't think that. Matter of fact, you think I'm lying? Go to Proverbs 28:9 right quick. Come on. Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 9 right quick.
It's the book of Proverbs chapter 28:9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
Even when you turn your ears away from hearing what we telling you about following these laws, statutes, commandments, your prayers are an abomination to the Most High. He ain't listening to your silly tail. He is not listening to you, goofy. You need to wake up and realize that the Lord ain't listening to the prayers of the sinners, man. The Lord is not listening to the prayers of the sinners, man. The Lord, that's not in the Bible. That is not in the Bible. That was Proverbs 28 and 9. Come on, we got another one for you. Go to John 9 and 31. John chapter 9 and verse 31. You think the Lord listening to you and you eating whatever you want to eat. You think these pastors done misquoted the word of God and got you thinking you could pray over anything and you taking the impurities out of it, and now you can consume it. That's not in the Bible, man. That thing about that sheep coming down in that dream, and they had all them different animals on it. It was talking about different nations. It wasn't talking about it's okay to eat what you want to eat, man. Your pastor's an idiot, and he don't know how to teach you the word of God, man. And in doing so, he gonna die, and you're gonna die right along with him without excuse. Go ahead, read it.
Book of John, chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
We know what?
That God heareth not sinners. According
to the Bible, man, this is, and what's so heavy about this? This is in the New Testament. This is in the New Testament. This ain't the Old Testament. This is in the New Testament. John 9:31 saying, we know what?
And we know that God heareth not sinners.
Read.
But if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth.
If you're a worshiper of God, the only way you can worship the Most High, man, is to be obedient to the law, statutes, commandments. Am I right? That's the only way. You got to come into the school, humble yourself, forget about everything you've been taught your whole life has been a lie. I went through the same thing, so don't feel bad. I went through the same thing. When I first got into school, man, I holding up my hand, asking questions, and everything that I was asking, it turned out to be a lie. And I'm not exaggerating. Every damn thing that I thought I knew turned out to be a lie when it came to this Bible. I did not know the Most High. I didn't. I thought I did, but I didn't. And I'm so grateful for the generals, the captains, the men above me, The Lord has put his priests and his prophets back into the earth to wake up his people, man. And if you want to have a relationship with the Most High, the only way you're going to be able to do it is to come into the Israel School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Whatever city you might be in, we're damn near in every city. Now, the word of the Most High is spread like wildfire.
Yeah, right.
Like wildfire. All you got to do is go on the internet and look it up and find it. Call the number, find the phone number, man. Get you some help. Now, John 9:31 said, read that one more time.
John chapter 9, verse 31. No, let me select it. Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth.
The only people that the Most High listen to their prayers is the men in the Israel School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, man. The Lord is not paying, the Lord is ignoring you. If you're in these Christian churches, like that dude Steve Harvey, everybody love, they listening to him, man. He prospers. The Lord is blessing him. Now I'm not denying that. But when it comes to him giving you some spiritual advice, he ain't equipped. He can't do it. He'll mislead you. He'll mislead you because he's still celebrating holidays. Mm-hmm. He's still celebrating his birthdays. He's still eating. Him and Marguerite going out eating that red lobster and anywhere else they want to eat at. And that's all that stuff is a sin, man. Mm-hmm. He won't teach his daughter that sex is marriage. He can't tell his daughter sex is marriage because he don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That little girl walking around whoring herself out like a little whore. That's the spirit that's on her. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump over to Ecclesiasticus 12:6 right fast. Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus. 12:6.
Okay. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus 12, chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
Whoa, hold on, man. What? It said what?
For the Most High hateth sinners.
And that's how we know that Christians don't love the Most High.
That's right.
Because when you tell a Christian that right there, man, they still don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They go to scratching their head. Mm-hmm. It's like they go on one. They're saying they go on one ear and out the other. They ain't trying to hear that. The Bible said, "For the Most High hates sinners." Read.
Oh God. And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Now, the mighty day of the punishment is when the Lord come back. And everybody thinking that they gonna all of a sudden transform to this new body and they're gonna float off into the universe and they're gonna be flapping around with their wings and meet Jesus Christ up in the air. That's a lie, man. That ain't in the Bible, man. That's something else that the Christian church got people believing. I grew up believing that lie. That one day it was gonna be it was gonna be a great rapture and we all gonna just float off. We're gonna all float off our feet off into the air. And we're gonna meet Christ in the sky. That's not in the Bible, man. That's another lie that Christianity didn't gave God's people. I'm telling you. Read that again at the end and say what?
God said, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
And if you don't turn back to these laws, statutes, commandments, that's gonna be a day you ain't gonna forget. It's gonna be a mighty day of punishment. You are going to be judged like hell. And whatever your sins are, you're going to be judged for those. Whatever you've been putting out, you're going, especially if you don't heard this truth. Because the scripture says, for those who sin willfully, and once you hear the truth, we done gave you the truth. Now your blood is on you. Your blood ain't on the men in the ass you became.
That's right.
We told you that you can't get high. We done told you that you can't eat certain foods. We done told you you can't celebrate certain holidays. We done told you you can't sleep. You can't sleep with. It's 12 different tribes of women on the earth, and there's certain women that the Lord don't want you sleeping with. That's why King David lost the kingdom. Because he started sleeping with different races of women. Mm-hmm. And the Lord was angry with him, man. You can't do that, man. You can't go sleep with the oppressors women, man. You can't go over there in Africa, be a what they calling them, passport boy. Mm-hmm. You going over there getting you little Chinese and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you got 12 different tribes of women as fine as I don't know what, that you can go and hopefully if you got some game, you can get one. You know what I'm saying? But our brothers, you get into these sports and things of that nature, and the first thing they want to do is turn their backs on a sister and go get them a oppressor woman. You know, our young brothers got that crap so bad. It's like I don't know what it is about that. But our black men a black man will go get him some money, and I'd be damned if he ain't going to get him a Becky quick. That's his a bucket list thing or something, man. Let's go to Proverbs. Oh no, yeah. No, let's go to Deuteronomy 27:1. It is a matter of life and death to keep these laws, statutes, commandments, man. I'm serious. The Lord is sending earthquakes, plagues, famine, disease, and all kind of stuff to this earth, man. And he's doing it with his angels and stuff. When you see, like we said a little while ago, man, you see a tornado or a tsunami, or you see all that hail and heavy rain and all that's coming down, those are angels of the Most High, man. Destructive angels that the Lord is sending to this earth to punish this place. Yeah, it's just like when the Lord told Lot and his wife and them to run and don't look back. And what does his wife do? She turned around, and guess what? She got left. She turned into a pillar of salt. And Lot had to keep going, man. Just like when the Lord used Noah. All them years, that boat wasn't built overnight. Noah was steady warning the people that the Lord is about to destroy this earth. And they laughed at him, they mocked him, they talked about him, they did everything, just made a mockery of the brother. But when the Lord sealed that door closed and all hell broke out there, guess what they was doing? Bamming at that damn door. But the Lord had sealed it. Couldn't nobody get in. And he destroyed this place with a flood. The Lord destroyed this earth with a flood, man. And then after he got through destroying this earth and wiping out, cleaning the earth with all that wickedness that had happened, just like it is doing right now today, all the wickedness that was going on, the Lord destroyed this place with water. And then he gave the rainbow as a promise that he would never destroy the earth with water again. Now look what these people done with that. They done took something that was good and turned it into wickedness. By you, the LGBT movement, now they got these rainbow flags everywhere, all in the schools, in the banks, the store, everywhere you go. Well, if it's a public libraries, I don't care. It ain't nowhere you can go today, and they'll have these rainbow flags everywhere. Everywhere. That show you that America has taken on that culture. America is pushing that agenda and want everybody to accept it. But if you carnal minded, you're going to follow that. You're going to accept it. You're going to embrace it. I know a lot of people. I do not understand how in the hell can a man go sit down in a public place with 2 or 3 transsexual men and enjoy that company, man. I don't see how it just seems like it'll be uncomfortable to me, because these people today are very, very, very flamboyant. They're very flamboyant. Now, and you got these guys, they doing them BBLs and stuff. America is wicked as hell. Ain't it up? America wicked as hell. Me and my rib was out, man. We was way out south at this place called The Office. And man, we were sitting there having a nice meal, and a whole bunch of them came in. And man, it was a sight to see. It was a sight to see. I'm being honest. The earth is this earth is going to hell in the handbag, man. That's all I can say. Where we at? Deuteronomy
27:1.
Come on, read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I commanded you this day.
Now, according to the Bible, God gave Moses a commandment to give to the people. This is a commandment. It's not saying you could choose to do it. You ain't got to do it. It ain't saying nothing like that. Moses giving the people a commandment, saying follow these to follow these law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Read it again.
God. And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I commanded you this day.
Moses commanded the people, saying, keep all. He didn't say some of them, a few of them. He gave the children of Israel a commandment to keep all the commandments that he commanded them that day. Now, people always talking about love. What's true love? You want to say true? People will tell you, ask somebody that question, they'll be like, true love is, you come up with different people come up with different answers. As a true love is loving your neighbor, being nice, being polite, helping people, and just come up with all kind of answers stuff. But the answer to that, go ahead.
I was going to also say, America teaches you that love means love has to do material with material, or you getting something, or you gaining something from it. When the Bible don't tell you that. The Bible tell you something. It's something you have to give in order to show love, and that it's what you gonna read the scripture, of course, but the world teach you differently. That's why you got women thinking he don't love me because he going to get another rib. That don't got nothing to do with you. Right. If he following the law, statutes, commandments, and teaching you the correct way to live life, what he go do? If he go get another rib, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Exactly. He loves you because he's still taking care of his duty of being a husband. You know what I'm saying? So America teaches you something different than what the Bible actually teaches you. And because people think are so carnal, they rather go with the American way of loving than the way that God teaches you to love, because it feels good to love carnally. When you get love spiritually, you always got to give something. Like Jerry Muhammad said, it's suffering. You got to suffer. With they're not saying following the laws is suffering, but you got to give up that old person to be able to to be able to have that kind of love.
Yeah, and that's an everyday battle.
Every day.
I'm saying, but when you get it, when I ain't promise you no easy cakewalk, because once you get into this truth for real, them demons gonna attack you. You're gonna have all kind of obstacles and different things coming up against you. It'll be your kids, your wife, your damn pet, your family, everything. It seems like the little demonic spirits just get into everything and try to keep you from staying in this truth. Especially your woman. If you ain't got no gall, if you ain't got no backbone, your woman will push you clean up at this damn school. Especially when she come, you bring her to a class and they teaching about a man can have multiple wives.
You gonna hear that the whole way home.
Yeah.
So you want another wife, huh?
Well, she gonna hate the school there much on them. And it's sad that a lot of brothers have left the school, man, for whatever reason. And then you got a lot of brothers left school and they didn't have nothing to do with their real. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't want to let go of the world. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't let go of their old ways. You can't keep 1 foot in and 1 foot out, man. You got to get the Most High your whole everything. You cannot keep 1 foot in and 1 foot out, man. You can't keep holding on to them old friends, going into them old places. You know what I'm saying? Dabbling in them old ways and old things, thinking you can stay in this truth. You can't straddle the fence. It's a fence in this, man. And you're going to get on one side or the other, man.
The Bible say you can't be lukewarm.
Right.
Can't be lukewarm.
The Lord don't even want you lukewarm. He'll spit you out. The Lord wants you to be either hot or cold.
You in it or you
damn right. That was heavy right there. You damn right. That's what the Most High want, man. He wants you to be hot or cold, man. Ain't no lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? But 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. You can read that for me.
1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God.
For what?
For this is the love of God.
One more time.
For this is the love of God.
According to the Bible, this is the love of God. Read.
That we keep his commandments.
Now that's true love. Keeping the laws of the Most High, that's true love right there. Because the Lord, the Most High died for us, man. Yahweh Mashiach came down here, carried out his Father's will, and laid down his life for his brothers and sisters. That's what the Lord did, man. Somebody that imagine somebody literally going against society, going against the grain, and laying down his life for you, man. And you don't want to listen to him. You don't want to do what he say do and follow him, but you rather follow the world. You want to go out and vote for Lori Lightfoot, or you want to vote for Wilson, whatever his name is, and all these other people, man. You want to cast your ballots and your votes for the wicked. And like we keep saying, it's been over 60 some years. All the voting that black people doing, you still ain't reached the mountaintop yet. You still marching. You still voting. You still going to these damn churches. And you ain't seen no damn mountaintop. And you're not gonna see it.
Right.
Because these people gonna keep their feet on your neck. As long as you serve Nate gods, that's a dangerous life to live. That's all I can say, man. That's a very, very dangerous life to live, to keep serving these gods of America. Because America ain't nothing but the modern day Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
The modern day Babylon, man. America is so wicked. Everybody want to be like America right now. Everybody taking on the spirit of America. You know, mostly everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly everybody. The ones that's done made it over, they taking on the spirit of America. I don't care what they are, Japanese, Chinese. It don't matter what they are. If they live over here, they taking on. They 9 out of 10, you'll see a damn Chinese talking about he a Christian. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Buddha? Now they serving more than one God. They still got their Buddha in their house up in the corner somewhere. You got Muslim black people talking about some damn Allah. Allah don't even exist. Allah is a fable, a figment of your mind. It's philosophy, vain, deceitful. You done been hooked, you done been tricked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. When you listen to Farrakhan, the brother speak elegantly in his words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's intellectual.
Yeah, very intellectual. And I'm not taking that from that brother, man. He's a very intellectual brother. He do hit some heavy topics, but he misleading God's people by getting them to come into that Islam. Because Islam is not for black people at all, man. It's not. It's Islam, Christianity, the Catholic Church. None of that stuff is for black people. The only thing we need to be doing is what Moses commanded the children of Israel to do, is to follow these laws, statutes, commandments, man. Yeah, right. So true love is 1 John 5:3. It said, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, man. That's true. That's the true love, following these laws, statutes, commandments, giving your love to your own people, trying to get along with your own people as best as possible, because we are destroyed people and we hateful as hell towards one another. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord will straighten all that out eventually. You can believe that. That ain't no lie, man.
Finish that.
Get kind.
And his commandments are not grievous.
His what?
And his commandments are not grievous.
Following these laws, statutes, commandments are not grievous, man. Stop. If you stop celebrating Christmas, tell your wife that you're not celebrating Christmas no more. Mm-hmm. We're not putting no more Christmas trees up in the house. We're not celebrating Thanksgiving and birthdays and stuff no more. You better get ready. Most likely, you better get ready for a fight. You're gonna bring some demons out that sister. But if she love you, y'all, she'll follow you, especially if you showing her in your action that you sincere, and you start coming to this school. And even if she don't come to the school, you still can't just leave that woman. Long as she don't go out and sleep with nobody else or do nothing crazy like that, you cannot just leave your woman, man, just because she don't want to come into the school. You know what I'm saying? Long as she willing to put up with you, you got to deal with her according to the Bible. Because the Most High, you can't find divorce nowhere in the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's heavy what you're breaking down. I just wonder, like, it's so heavy when they say that you know, the commandments, the following the laws and the commandments ain't grievous. People look at it, when they read that, they say, "Oh, it ain't hard." That ain't what it's saying. I mean, some stuff is gonna be harder than the truth. You know, you gonna have, if you grew up your whole life smoking cigarettes, of course, to stop smoking cigarettes is gonna be hard for you. Now, when they're saying don't be grievous, don't go around telling everybody like, "Yeah, man, they making me stop smoking cigarettes. Right. Man, I gotta stop smoking. Man, you know, I gotta stay with this girl even though I don't want to. Man, I gotta put up Christmas. I love Christmas. That's what you call making it grievous. Now you wanna complain about following the law, statutes, and commandments instead of doing it out of your heart. That's the difference between doing it carnally and doing it spiritually. When you do it spiritually, it ain't gonna be. It might still be hard, but it won't be to the point where it suffers you so much to do it, because you got the brotherhood, you got people like if I be in my rib and I'm like, man, I can't deal with it. Hey, you got to deal with it. That's what the Bible tell you. As long as she don't step out on you, you got to Most High credit the water. So I appreciate that. So I mean, just because it say being grievous, though, I don't want nobody to get the truth and say, man, I thought you said it wasn't gonna be hard to follow this. We ain't saying every commandment ain't. I mean, it's a lot. When I came in the truth, like a lot of them were easy for me to follow because I had already stopped eating pork before I came in here. Certain things I was already doing, but then you're gonna have some demons that might be different for me than it is for you. You know, you might have dealt with different things in your life that might be harder. That's a commandment that we got to follow, and that's what the brotherhood for. So, that's I just want to.
Bring your butt to class.
Yeah, come to class.
Come to class.
And you'll fight those demons real quick.
That's the whole point. You get time. Get time to study, get taught, and to learn, get strengthened spiritually to fight off them demons. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Well, majority of the time it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time it ain't. You're gonna have to come to class and learn how to fight them demons off, man. But as long as you be around the brotherhood a lot, the stronger you'll slowly start getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're being fed spiritually with the word of God. What it is you're not gonna come in here and we're gonna take you in the back and dip you in no damn tub of water. We ain't gonna do that. You're gonna get baptized with the word of God in here.
Wash all your sins away. That's things that tell us they dip us in the water and wash all our sins away, huh?
Pick a specific day. You got 20 of us lined up in some damn
white robes. Yeah. So the build a pass can drown you in the little tub. Then you go back out there about an hour later, you get your car and go flame up the blood. And then keep on going. I'm clean now. I'm only got one sin on me now.
That's crazy, man. You're not gonna come in here and get dipped in no water, man. You're gonna get baptized with the word of the Most High in the school, man. That's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get in here, and you're gonna get stronger. As long as you keep coming, you'll get stronger and stronger. Yeah, right. That I can promise you.
And that's so heavy. And the Bible says the renewing of the body and the mind. So once you get baptized here, it ain't gonna be like the baptized. That baptized that you get in the church is gonna be that's an emotional baptism. That's something that's gonna make you feel good to feel like now the Lord loved me again. Right. But when you come here, it's gonna be a renewing of your mind, a renewing of your spirit. And now not only is you feel like a new person, but you're actually gonna become a new person because you got brothers here that's gonna make sure you become a new person. Exactly. It ain't just the pastor that's gonna dip you in the water and forget about it. You ain't gonna talk to that pastor for the next 6 months. Right. But in here you're gonna talk. Somebody gonna call you the next day. How you feeling? Everything good? Most High in Christ.
Exactly. That's true baptism. Being baptized with the word of the Most High by coming into the school and bringing your butt to classes, man. Yeah, right. That's true baptism. Not that crap that they do in these churches, man. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 3:16.
15.
16.
16 comes on. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Know ye not that ye are the temples of the Most High, man. You ain't got to put on no damn dashikis. You ain't got to put on no damn kufi on your head. You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to put on no cross. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to put on no type of garments and stuff like that. Your garment, you live in your garment. Your flesh. That's the temple of the Most High. You don't have to go to them church buildings and go up in there and get dipped in water. You don't have to do none of that stuff, man. You don't have to go up to the front and somebody got their damn hand on your forehead and whispering in your damn ear, talking about rebuking stuff and all this other stuff. You ain't got to fall. You ain't got to catch the Holy Ghost and fall on the floor and roll all over the damn place. You ain't got to do none of that, man. All you got to do is come to this school, get taught how to follow, how to accept the truth of the Most High. Your body is the temple of God according to the Bible. Your body, man. You don't have to do none of that. You be seeing brothers, they be wearing them tall things with the shangle on the side of it.
Oh, yeah,
Or you
the
got
Moors.
brothers, the Moors, or you see brothers walking around with the kufi on their head, just praying to the east 10 times a damn day, and still gang banging and everything else. Come on, man, stop it. Read that again.
Khan. Ye know, Salaki, know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
You are the temple of the Most High. Read.
Khan, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
The what?
The Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
The Spirit of the Most High dwells inside of you, man. That's what I'm telling you. You don't have to do none of that old man-made tradition stuff. You don't have to do none of that stuff, man. The Spirit of God want to dwell within you if you follow these law, statutes, commandments. That's all you have to do. Read.
Khan. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
If any man what?
Defile the temple of God.
One surefire way to defile the temple of the Most High, connecting yourself to prostitutes, going out sleeping with women that you know are selling themselves, going out being women laying with women and men laying with men. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that's nasty enough to decide they want to sleep with an animal. You know, that's defiling the temple, man. Defiling the temple, smoking. You sitting up, you steady smoking and you won't quit. That's defiling the temple. Okay, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyone, go ahead.
Khan.
Start from the top of 17.
Khan. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
Now, the word holy means separated, set aside, apart. You cannot say you're apart or you set aside when you're doing what everybody else is doing. It's everybody in the damn church still either smoking or they doing something crazy. Every single last one of them, man. They go out, the young men going to strip clubs and stuff. They whoring themselves out. They doing all kind of abominable things and wickedness, man. All kind of abominable things. They say, if any man defile the temple of God, him shall the Lord destroy. You can expect for something bad to happen to you. You can expect, even if the Lord give you grace until his day of coming back, you're going to be judged and destroyed on that day. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. We are the temples of the Most High. Read.
Oh God. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. So I hear, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this word, let him.
No, in this what?
Oh, so like in this world. So like if any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool.
If you think you wise, there's a lot of people. They know everything. They know everything and more. You can't tell them a damn thing. Nothing. You can't tell them nothing. You got people that they'll argue you down talking about these laws, statutes, commandments was nailed to the cross with the Lord. Or you got a lot of people out there that tell you God don't exist. They their own God. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, for a person like that, we're gonna hold that right there. But jump over to Proverbs 26:4 right quick. Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 4.
Come on. It's the book of Proverbs 26:4. Answer not a fool according to his folly.
Ain't nobody got no time to be arguing with nobody. If I run into somebody now, and when I first got into school, I was on fire to the point where I just felt like I had to argue with every damn body. But I didn't grow up out of that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not finna waste my time with nobody that with their folly. Go ahead, read.
Oh God. Lest thou also be like unto him.
And I'm not going to entertain that. Basically, I'm not going to entertain somebody sitting up talking foolish talk. I'm not going to waste my time with. So if I'm talking to you and I see where this conversation is going and you talking like an idiot, I'm not going to keep on standing there having that conversation. Read.
Come. Verse 5. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit.
And the average person, if you run to somebody and they telling you that they don't believe in God, you can't tell them nothing. You wasting your doggone time doing that. It don't even come on. He wise. Back over in 1 Corinthians, 4:18, it say, "Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, let him become a fool." Read.
Come on, God.
I got it. Hold on. Would you grab?
Okay.
Grab Titus 5:3 for me.
Titus 5.
That he may be wise. Only you wise if you turn back to these laws, statutes, commandments, and quit thinking that you know everything and you don't. According to the Bible, the Most High don't know when they know everything. Man do not know everything. That's a lie. Don't even think that. Titus chapter 5, verse 3.
3 and 3.
5 and 3.
Yeah, 3 and 3.
Oh, but 3 and 3, is it?
This is the book of Titus, chapter 3, verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts.
No, that ain't it. It said, but avoid foolish questions. I must have messed up. It's in Titus. I know it's in Titus, but I just don't. Okay, don't even worry about it. Let's just go over to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 32. Slack.
Hold on.
Titus. How did it? Titus? Is it Titus 5 and 9? It's not Titus 5 and 9.
5. Titus only go to 3.
3. Oh, I mean 3. I keep saying 3. Say 3 and 9 then. Look what 3 and 9 say.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Yeah, 3 and 9. It's the book of Titus, chapter 3, verse 9. But avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and striving about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain.
So I mean, if we out here, we teaching the word of the Most High, and you want to stand in front of the camp and you asking a whole bunch of stupid questions, we're gonna keep on teaching and we're gonna ignore you. That's vain. You just want attention. You got some bad demons on you, and you don't want to hear the truth no way. That's what they're saying, man. We need avoid foolish conversations.
And so, like it's so heavy with how you brought it up, like when you stand in front of the camp. Why I say it's unprofitable, because if it's a fool that's sitting in front of us that's just trying to use their own stage or their own time in front of us to kind of mock us and not trying to gain nothing from it, well, it's unprofitable for us to even entertain them, because we could be saving other souls, but we using our time to talk to somebody who a fool in front of us. So it's unprofitable for us.
Standing out there talking crazy as hell and reaching up there for the mic.
Could I say something? Like,
yeah.
No, you can't say that.
Right. It's crazy, man. People, I don't know, man. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32. This how you know this Bible is for black people, man. This Bible is not for our oppressors. This Bible is not for Africans. It's not for the so-called white man. It's not for Chinese, Japanese, none of that. Nigerians, none of that, man. This Bible is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian, and we're about to prove it.
That's right.
Read 28 and 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Go ahead, read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
And that's what happened to our people when they drug us over here, our people over here on them boats and stuff, man, and brought us to these shores. Our sons and our daughters was given to another people. Read.
Oh God. And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
And it wasn't a damn thing we could do about it. Can you imagine somebody coming up to you and your wife and putting both of y'all in shackles and chains, and then they take your children at your arms and they sell them to somebody and send your baby somewhere else and you never see them no more for the rest of your life? Can you imagine somebody separating you and your wife, who y'all care about one another, and you never see your family no more again? Long suffering, man. That's some long suffering for you, ain't it? They just rip your whole family totally apart. Or imagine bringing it all the way up to the day right now. Your children go outside, man, and they put your babies in these jails. Some of them deserve to be in there, I ain't gonna lie, but a lot of them, there's a lot of innocent people in jail. Or police killing our kids. You know what I'm saying? Eric Gardner, they took her child from her. He wasn't doing nothing but selling cigarettes. How can you end up dead and all you're doing is standing outside selling some loose cigarettes? How? How can you end up dead? You driving down the street and you get a traffic stop. How do you die on a simple traffic stop? How? The only place they do that at is here, man.
That's right.
To blacks. You don't hear man, listen, America has been in war with a whole lot of different countries and races. Them people over here, you do not hear nothing about no damn Chinese getting pulled over and getting shot down. You don't hear nothing about no Africans getting pulled over, getting shot down. They just came out of a big old war. A matter of fact, the Islam, they came over here and attacked America. But you have not heard about no police pulling them over, shooting their kids down. They only do that to black people, man. That's how you know this Bible is pertaining to, these curses pertaining to us. Stop it, man. What's the 28 and 32 in the morning? That one?
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
No might in thy hands, man. No might in thy hands, 28 and 32. Over here. It's like 28 and 32. That pisses me off when I think about that, man. I ain't gonna lie. That pisses me off, man. How can a young black person end up shot down and dead? That little baby, man, what was his name? Tyrese?
Tamir Rice.
Tamir Rice. He in the park playing with a damn toy gun, man. And that white officer ran up behind that little boy, took off running. And unless you blind, you can see this as a child. He shot that little boy down, shot him in the back, and shot him down out there in the park. Can you imagine how his mama felt?
That's just so heavy because you look at him being a young 8, 9-year-old with a toy gun getting shot down, and you see that devil that was in Kenosha walking right past the police with a big old AR-15,
Exactly.
And he can walk right past the police with an AR-15 as a teenager with a rifle, but an 8, 9-year-old with a fake gun, you can't tell the difference.
He's small in stature. You can see it's a child. You can see it's a child. That's pure hatred. The other little boy, the first one that got executed in America, I forgot his name. Damn, I forgot his name. They had to sit him up on phone books and stuff. Took that baby and lied on him, talking about he raped 3 girls or something. Whatever the story was about. And they, with the trial, I think they said when they go in there and do their deliberation or whatever, it didn't last an hour. And they took that little boy and executed him, man. You know, America deserves everything it got coming to them, man. I'm telling you. America got it. Go ahead, read. Let's jump over to 64 right quick.
Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Now, what race of people on the planet that happened to? Blacks. Blacks and Hispanics, right. Read that again from the top.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And that's exactly what we've been doing, serving every other God except the one that we should be serving. And that's why the Lord not protecting us or fighting our battles for us, because we serving every God but the one that we should be praying to, man. And if the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, these mosques, all these denominations, the churches, Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, and anybody else you name, man. The hell with Barack Obama and his wife. The hell with Robert Kennedy. The hell with America, man. I pray death and destruction come to this place for what they done to our forefathers, not foremothers, man. Right. For what they doing to our people right now today. The hell with this place, man. This place deserves to be destroyed for all the bloodshed they done did. Look what they did to the Native American Indian, man. Mm-hmm. Are you crazy? Come on, man. Read.
God. Thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
The wood is the Christian church, the cross. The stone is Islam, that rock over there in Mecca, that our people like to go voyage and walk around and kiss on. That's what that is at the end of that precept right there. Wood and stone, Christianity and Islam, man. That's what that is not for black people. Jump down to 67, the water.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28:67. It's not here. You said 67, right?
Correct.
In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even, and at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning.
We are in fear day or night.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter no more. Day and night we in fear. We in trembling. We concerned. All hell breaking out in the black community in the daylight, and all hell breaking out in the black community at nighttime. The daytime we looking for the Lord's help. At nighttime we looking for the Lord's help, man. Read.
God. For the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
And that's what you cannot watch the news if it ain't a shooting. Mm-hmm. It's shootings every day. It's home invasions every day. Carjackings every day. Murder every single day from the west side to the north to the south side, man. That's all we're hearing about. Day and night. Mm-hmm. Not even just on the weekend, all through the week and on the weekend. That's all we keep hearing about, man. 68.
Oh, God. Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Lord shall what?
Bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So what race of people on the entire face of the earth done been brought over here in America on ships? God. It said bring into Egypt again on ships. Talking about America. America is the modern day Egypt, the modern day Babylon. We right back in slavery. We right back into captivity again because we such a hard-headed people. We ain't learned our lessons yet. We done been in several bondages. This ain't our first captivity. We was in captivity over there in help me out.
You talking about Egypt?
Egypt, and then
we've been in Roman captivity,
all of it, yeah.
Persian captivity,
all of it.
We've been some of the
now we're in American captivity. And then you got niggas walking around here talking about the year that God freed the blacks. No, the year what? The year that the blacks was freed. And I'm trying to figure out what that was. I know, but I keep hearing that. Yeah. Blacks ain't free in America, man. I tell you what, go out there and try to, if you buy some property you don't own, blacks don't own nothing over here.
Shit, ask Kanye West as he as $11 billion, if he free in America, or Jay-Z, who can't even go to Cuba without asking. Ask him, is he free? You ain't free.
Right.
That's because you got money don't make you free.
And
power make you free. And that's why the white man, this is why this is his heaven, because he has power right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
old money.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't talking about new money. Old money.
Right, come.
Old money, man. Generational money. Been passed on from generation to generation. Old men that's done did everything under the sun to get wealth and passing it on to their generations, man. Let's go over to Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1 right quick.
God.
We're the only people that's been put on slave ships and drug over to a strange land, and now we're praying and serving other gods. Come on, man, stop it, man. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1 right quick.
God, this is the book of Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endures forever.
And the what?
And the law that endures forever.
This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever, until the laws of God will endure. Earth and heaven will pass away before the laws of God pass away, man. That's how vital and that's how important it is to serve these laws, statutes, commandments. Read.
God. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
What race of people dying as much as blacks is? Violently in the streets. We being murdered by other races and we killing each other. So it say all that have come to it. Read that again.
This from the beginning.
Just right there.
Okay, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
That's exactly what we're going through right now today, man. Go jump down to 6.
Verse 6, ye were sold to the nations.
Ye were what?
Ye were sold to the nations.
Ye were what?
Sold to the nations.
What other race of people you know that were sold to this we was brought up in captivity and our people were sold like cattle. If it wasn't the black people. Come on, man, read.
Not for your destruction.
Not for what?
Not for your destruction.
The wrath of God is coming down on us. It's a punishment. It's not to completely wipe us off the face of the earth, but it's a punishment that he wants us to wake up and turn back to him. Read.
Okay. But because ye moved God to wrath.
We what?
Moved God to wrath.
Read.
Ye were delivered unto the enemies.
We were what?
Delivered unto the enemies.
Our people were put in chains. Moses told the children of Israel that we would be put back into captivity again on ships if we did not keep these laws, statutes, commandments. Moses and the elders told the children of Israel to follow. There was a commandment to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. So this precept said we were sold to the nations. We the only people on the face of the earth that our people were sold like livestock and cattle all over the earth to the four corners of the earth, not for our destruction, but because we moved God to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies, man. I mean, if that ain't pertaining to black people right there, I bet your pastor ain't pulled that up for you and read that for you. Go ahead, read.
Talmud God. Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob.
No, 7.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Verse 7. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God.
We provoke the Most High by turning from these law, statutes, commandments. When you start putting on them crosses in your ears and you start putting them crosses on your neck, you started tattooing that Jesus Christ face on your body, our Isupk brothers, our Hispanic brothers. You start erecting them statues of the Virgin Mary and putting all them damn candles around it up in your damn front room and lighting that stuff and all that. You start just praying to all these different gods and stuff that we didn't know nothing about, man. We provoked the Most High. We provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Come on, man. It's a sin you actually, man, don't have no relationship going into these churches and stuff like that. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. Did we do that one? Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3.
Oh, no, we ain't did this.
Sorry, let's read that. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3.
Oh, you already?
Come.
Sorry. You want me to read start from 1 or just go straight to 3?
We can start at 3.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah, man. You must see something.
No, we was already because we was there in Deuteronomy. So, Exodus 20 verse 1. And God spake unto these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
And the Most High brought our people up out of the house of bondage, out of the land of Egypt. That's the only one that saved us from the bondage of Pharaoh at that time. The Most High. We're the only people on the entire face of the earth. Every other people that you ever talk to, they talk about they praying to different gods and all this other stuff. All that stuff is fables. It's vain. It's vanity. It's a waste of damn time. We're the only people on the entire face of the earth that if we turn back to these laws, statutes, commandments, we will see the hand of God move in our favor.
That's right.
And help us in our condition, in our situation. We done brought the wrath of God down on our own selves by being disobedient, man, according to the Bible. And the only way that we could take this curse up off us is to turn back to these laws, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
No matter what your pastor tell you. Go ahead, read.
Verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
What?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Read.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
We should not have no images at all. Anything that's made by the hands of men, you should not be praying to it, wearing it, or you shouldn't be on your walls. You shouldn't have nothing erected in no corners. You shouldn't, none of that crap, man. You shouldn't have nothing, nothing in your house that's surrounded with a bunch of damn incense and candles and all this stuff. And come on, man, stop it. The Lord don't even want you going to your church bowing down before that big old wooden cross that's up there behind your pastor. You don't want that. You shouldn't be walking around with no cross on your neck, man. None of that stuff, man. Stop it. Please read.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, upon the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
The Lord, and that's why our kids today are so cursed and they so far away from the Most High, because we have been so misled and we have been so bamboozled, and we done followed these lies for so many years, to the point now, any woman that's going to the churches nowadays, man, and they got a son 15, 16, 17 years old, the average young man and young woman out here in these streets, they don't even believe in God no more. Mm-hmm. They spirits have been sedged to the point where they don't even believe in the Most High. This music that corrupted our kids, man, these drugs. America has done a number on black people. America has done a number on black people, man. America has destroyed us to the point where we don't know who we are. We don't know how to serve the Most High. We're eating everything. You think it's okay to live any kind of lifestyle. You think you could just do anything you want to do, and that's okay. And that's not in the Bible. The Bible said the Lord hates sinners, and he does not hear their prayers, man, at all. So this is the Israel School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commander General Hunter, man. I'm also Ram here with my brother, Officer Ramon, man. Tuesday night biblical law class. We got our the Passover coming up, man.
On the week starting March 29th, the Passover is on April 1st.
Yep, and if you can, man, it's gonna be in North Carolina. What is it?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, Raleigh, North Carolina, Salakia. Man, and if you can make it, man, you need to come out there and see some real brotherhood and sisterhood, man.
Right.
So we're gonna go ahead and end this class tonight, man. That's my time, Israel Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General Yohana's putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheridan in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence, because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, sending curses to them enemies.